I will do these spaces under one condition, the condition that everyone stays positive, because my life is about positivity. And for the last year, I used to know this. You forget it, right? But I used to know this. And for the last year, I said, I'm going to have a whole, a positive dragon year and monitor my money. And besides the 8 hitting hard, the 2024 reducing to an 8, yeah, staying positive is more money, and money is just energy. It's energy in motion, it's emotion, and you need energy to move to the next level. And if life is about evolution, what happens if you don't go to the next level? It means you're dying. You're literally dying if you're not going to the next level, right? So we're going to stay positive until the end of the year. And then I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to release all my taxes and show you guys the power of positivity. So, how do we stay positive? Well, we're sinners, right? So we start by everyone spamming Jesus is King in the comments. If you're shy and you can say it in your head, that's fine. And if you're bored, you can think it. So Jesus is King. It's another day above ground is a good day. You have a roof over your head. You have a good life. And why I open all the every time I go on Twitter, I open these because I open with the positive stuff because I've noticed most of Twitter is just people complaining about their lives sucking. And I'm like, how are you complaining if half your feed is like babies in Gaza? Like, come on, man. Let's use your brain here. Your life's not that bad. Okay, so just remember, guys, if you're ever feeling down, like, oh my God, bro, I just don't know. I feel down and I don't know why. It's because of 100%. It's because of an external trigger. You watch someone on a yacht and you think he has a better life than you. That's why you felt down, right? If you didn't see that, if you didn't have social media, you just enjoy a sunny day at the park. Okay, so put things in perspective. Number 2, dark maga in this. This is for people who want to make America great again. Okay? But if we have differing opinions, I will put you on first, right? We don't mind arguing and hearing you guys out, but then you gotta leave. We gotta kick you out when you start dragging this, right? And another thing, guys, one more thing, sneak Zherka God Build podcast is tonight with the Rumble stream. So stop hitting me up with the, are you not, where are you? You're ditching. I'm not ditching, bro. What the okay? There's one day and I'll explain why after, okay? All right, let's get some people in here, and I'm gonna start doing these a couple times a week just to get to know the Twitter community. Last one was great. Last one was like 800 new followers. If I really want to grow my Twitter, I'd do these every day, but okay, hold on. Let's try. This guy requested Cryptic. What is your question?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, I wanted to hear some of your perspectives on art because you said you were an artist and you sketched a lot, and I'm an artist, and so I wanted to see how much like symbolism ties into art, like in general, just like today's art, the culture, and all that stuff. I don't know, I kind of want to get into that if that's cool.
Yeah, I think we'll start with the culture question. Art reflects the collective mind of the society. So right now, all art is very abstract and ugly, and this is showing you how ugly the world's gotten. There's even people who have talked about, in boxing for most of boxing history, the fighters were respectful to each other, but now they're throwing like bottles at each other at the press conferences, and that's like the norm now. That's actually revealing a decaying society that the West is falling, right? That's not normal behavior, but we're used to it, right? To us, it's just content, but art is the same way. Now, when people say this ugly, abstract doodle on the wall is worth $2 million. This painting, blah blah blah. Why would the elites push this? And really, I can post some articles about this, but these are hard to find. But really, what abstract art is to take men, and this sounds crazy, right? But it takes men away from God. Because when people see a painting that looks like mustard on the beat, like some squirt some mustard on a canvas, and that's art, and that's worth millions of dollars. When the elites push this kind of stuff on us, and not this kind of like Renaissance art, what they're really doing is it's a confusion tactic that most of the populace would be like, oh, I don't understand what it means. I feel left out. I feel worried. I feel anxious. That's what it's for. So art is the highest form of magic, right? And all the celebrities know that, all the singers and stuff, all the Lady Gagas and shit. But when you see abstract art, it is psychological warfare. Now, when you look at the Renaissance, um, any Christian style art or architecture and stuff, this actually inspires men to go to God. So everything you see is a psychological operation if it's ugly, right? Two strongest attributes, pillars of God, will always be strength and beauty. And if you ever find yourself like around friends who are into this kind of abstract doodle, satanic. So I hope that answers your question, and thank you for your vote of confidence. All right, next question. I like this esoteric stuff, guys. Let's see. Theurgy, go ahead. Unmute your microphone. Thank you.
What's going on, Zherka? How you doing today?
Great, great. I see your profile picture. You seem to be a Chad, huh? You're a
Uh,
Chad with a jawline. That's very rare.
bro, North African genetics got to represent. But
Okay, okay. A little crook in you, but okay. What's up?
I have a genuine question. I've watched your content for a while, so I've seen you throughout the years, probably the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. The content I enjoy from you the most usually it's the occult stuff. And lately, I've been studying more about like the AI. Um, and I was wondering, because I understand that your perspective is one where there's a cult all around us. Often the elites of all the societies are involved in some way with this. If you've talked about the Freemasons and so on and so forth, we're kind of heading towards like a transhumanist society. So it's where humans are kind of becoming integrated now with technology. And I was wondering, from your perspective, how you would see the occult basically being integrated with society, with technology and humans going forward in the future.
Is that it for AI? You want me to answer for AI?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. AI is cool.
Yeah. So this AI system, make no mistake about it, if people don't really get it, it's a demon. It is a demon. Yeah. All our technology connected, all this wiring, all this internet is demonic energy. And how can you tell? Is well, look how people use it, right? It's not used for good. Now, in the Bible, it says that the devil comes as an angel of light. You got to think of electricity here. That imagine all those external triggers you have, your depression, anxieties, all those, that anxiousness. Just ask yourself how much of that is triggered by your devices, phone, TV, whatever you're watching, what you're consuming. And you got to really ask yourself, in ancient times, how did they live? These guys were not stupid. They're building pyramids and stuff. In ancient times, it would be illegal for them to play certain music because they know it has this repetitive effect on the unconscious, and it starts to dog walk you. You listen to Molly Percocet, and oh, it's just a song until you're at a party and you see Molly and Percocet and you go, oh, Future's doing it, then you do it. Same with these devices. AI, however, AI is the World Economic final push. That this is their final push at this transhumanist agenda to put everyone in a computer chip, right? And what this really is soul entrapment, right? That if they can get a part of your mind, like there's a bunch of people even on our side who says they would actually accept the Neuralink because teamed up with some AI, you could be superhuman, you could do this, you could do that, and it's like that's the scary part is nobody realizes that whether left or right, they're both kind of down to upgrade with a Neuralink. Now, everyone upgraded with, let's say, an iPhone, right? And everyone's a slave to that buzzing sound. Every time it buzzes, you just get an anxious, oh my God, because most people don't leave it on do not disturb. They're pussies, right? I could have made millions more dollars if I answered more of these calls, but no, I choose to live my life on do not disturb. I work on my time. Now, check this out. The scary thing about AI is nobody understands that it will make your life so much easier. Well, especially when they develop it more, it's going to make our lives so much easier. And you got to ask yourself, if we're already lazy with the Uber Eats and all this and the iPhone, are we going to accept it? The answer is 100% you can't run from this. This is their final push, but I'm telling you this is a long ways away. It's such bullshit that a lot of people are saying like in the next 5, in the next 10 years, it's going to be totally AI run society. No, that's not how it works. This is way, way down the road. But I got to ask you now, okay? You're open to stuff. You've been watching this kind of content for years. Would you take the Neuralink?
Not at all. I think that it's a trap, right? Because I think if we were to connect human beings to a system, then you have to really ask yourself who controls the system. I mean, if you have Neuralink and let's say they can just like upload things into your mind quite literally, whether that be images or just even emotions, it's just essentially like another way of control. But I did want to ask you a follow up. I wanted to see what your perspective is because I do agree with you. I do think like let's say super intelligence maybe 30, 40, 50 years out from now, who knows, as time goes on technology grows faster and faster, and if you have AI helping it can also speed that up as well. Do you think that there might be like a correlation between let's say super intelligence, right, where singularity it has its own kind of like personality, to correlate it to let's say like the antichrist in the sense that you know, God created us in his image, right? And then we're essentially creating AI in our image. So in a lot of senses, it's just kind of like the opposite, you know, like as above, so below kind of thing. Uh, and you're talking about like a whole network, the whole world is on, and potentially even humans are connected to as well. Uh, and they basically have the keys to all of that, and it's an all powerful system.
Keep going. This is good. Keep going.
Yeah, so basically, just like you said earlier, the internet, right? It's filled with evil. It's filled with human device, all of these negative things that we post on the internet, and all of those things end up feeding the AI. Well, from 10, 20, 30 years, who knows? Because I personally think we're heading into like a world war scenario. If we're heading into a world war scenario and countries are fighting each other, massive amounts of death, all of these things will eventually even get fed into the AI itself. So at some point, let's say society is recovering from this thing, AI is an integral part of society,
Hmm.
and it's helping move society along as well. In a lot of ways, it'll be looked at as our own God to a lot of people who are like atheists who don't believe in God, who already think technology is their God anyways. Oftentimes, when the way they talk about like science and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So in a sense, like, you know, we're creating something that's in our image. We're in God's image. It's the inverse of God. It's the God on earth, and we're connecting everything to it. And it has the power. The way we look at, let's say, like the military, the drones, right? They're creating jets that don't even need fighter pilots anymore, right? So it's like now everything's controlled digitally, wirelessly. And I mean, you can extrapolate that to everything, our cars, everything. And
Yeah.
eventually, like Neuralink, humans will be connected to it as
Yeah.
well.
The scary one is like in China, they have those mini drones that hover in front of balconies. Now, those things equipped with like a missile can you up. But why I give the white pill on AI, and I think I'm not that pessimistic about it, is really it's not just faith in my creator. It's when you ask a scientist, and scientists like to pretend they're all knowing and all that, but you could just ask any scientist, do you think we'll ever have the human technology to replicate the human iris? Now, a lot of stupid say we already do that with an HD camera and an infrared camera. No, no, no. An organic eyeball that can capture reality will never be recreated. Technology will always be second to man. I'm not that pessimistic about that. And for the World War stuff you just mentioned, we are in the Third World War. It's happening. However, a lot of people think it's going to happen like Russia invades us and blah, blah, blah. That's not how it works, dude. In today's day and age, the war happens from within. And it's been happening for 20, 30 years. Ideological subversion. Yuri Bezmenov would talk about it before the KGB defector that got killed. And really, it's going to happen from within. So a lot of people don't understand, like, what do you think the riots were a couple of years ago? Like that, those cities look like they're in war, right? So for America, it's going to happen from within, just like it happened with Rome. And the beautiful thing is, when everything is settled, when everything's destroyed, then we will have Nick come in and be president. But yeah, I'm pretty optimistic about that kind of stuff. Like, I don't think AI is going to be the biggest issue. Now, OnlyFans and that sketch problem, you know, that sketch guy and all that, that stuff is, I really worry about Zoomers because, like, when Zoomers tell me they're like, what, they just got out of high school and they're like bombarded with all these images and soft core everything. I think the Zoomers are, so I think that war is going to come from the Zoomers, right? From the inside. Like we're gonna see a bunch of riots and stuff like that in the next well, starting this year, and really, it's to address nihilism, right? So there's a lot of like tankies and all that who like want to solve it with communism or people want to solve it with politics. No, you can only solve a decaying society's issues by leading them to Jesus Christ, and that's what this podcast is about. Thank you for your input. You want to shout yourself out?
My name is Theurgy. You guys can drop me a follow. And I'll definitely come through next time you have one of these. It's really cool
Hell
that you're
yeah.
doing this, bro.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
we really like reoccurring guests. Appreciate you. Next, we have, let's see here, some new names. Let's try new people. Here we go. Kim Jong Un, go ahead. Welcome to the Dark Maga podcast before the Zherka Sneeko show.
Yo, Zherka, how you been, bro?
How you are, bro? You have my accent. Where are you from?
Well, I'm Mexican, so I'm basically
Hey,
yeah, immigrant, same thing as you.
type
Uh,
shit.
the only difference was that I was born here. So the
So
one
you're,
crazy story, bro, is
yeah.
that I was inside my mom's womb when she crossed over to the train to get here to the U.S. and
What?
and 3 months later, I was born, bro. Made in Mexico, born in the USA, bro.
Let's go. So you're one of us.
Of course, of course. And I
Okay.
just want to say, man, thank you for all your work. I'm 22, so I'm still young. Uh, no, yeah, man, everything you say makes sense, and yeah, man, everything is awesome with everything you do, bro. Keep it up, bro. I appreciate you. One quote that I want to go with that you mentioned the other day was this one, the one you said on the Godfield podcast. You've been doing good with Sneeko, where you said that you already have everything you want, and that makes so much sense.
Right, right. This is like an ancient teaching that's been lost, but any human can try this at home. And I'll try and break it down a little more. It's every suffering comes from a need. You're just sitting in your room. You don't know what you need. You're looking at your social media. You're scrolling. You need something. You need, what do you need? Girls, money, this. You don't know what you need, but you need something. And everyone has to practice, it's probably one of my favorite practices, is realizing you already have everything you need, right? And need is like you're dying, bro. And once you realize you
Yeah.
already have everything, that desire diminishes. The more you can linger in the feeling of, oh, I have everything, then the more you can change your state into motion. You know, you can get up, you can do stuff, you're not as anxious and depressed. And a lot of people don't realize that when I say this, a lot of these greedy guys, they're like, "Oh, I don't have everything I want, bro. I don't have it. Like I can linger in that feeling, but I don't have it." And this is what I gotta ask them. I gotta ask them this. Okay, has your style of thinking of always need, hustle, hustle, that kind of mindset, has it been working for you? If it hasn't been working for you, and since ancient times throughout history, every genius has said that your mind literally, it's almost like it's bending the in fabric of space and time that your mind dictates your outcome, your energy. If what you have been doing has not been working for years and years and decades, I, I'm telling you, adopt this mindset that you have everything you need, right? And a lot of people are like, well, what if I don't have my dream career, John? What do I do now? And I go like this. This is the DM I get. What if I never make it, John? What if I never make it? Okay, what if?
Funny.
What if nothing happens? You get a cheeseburger, that's it. Nothing happens. It's not the worst thing in the world. You're still breathing. Now, I don't want you guys to be losers, but you guys got to really ask yourselves, if you do fail, what if? What? Then you have another 70 years to try, another 70,000 chances? Because you guys got to remember, when people get up to change their life, they do it once a month. They go apply for a job once a month. Now, if they did it every day for 70 years, that's like a billion chances. Your odds are winning are insane. And I remember my dad used to tell me, I'd be like, Dad, what if I fail this test again? My dad's like, so what? Who gives a fuck if you fail? Is it the end of the world? And I'm like, holy shit. And I adopt this with everything I do. If there's a torpedo, if a missile hits my building right now, so what? So what? So can you change it? If you're getting hit hard in life, so what? You have the rest of your life to correct it. Same with this sketch, kid. Bro, you can dwell on a mistake, or you can realize that you've spent your whole life dwelling on mistakes. It's not working for you. So don't dwell, don't shame yourself, just correct it. There's no shame is for people who have not repented. If you truly repent, the shame goes away. That's the truth. So these, especially these Christians who like beat themselves, oh, I hooked up with a girl, now I'm a bad Christian. And okay, repent. What, you haven't done it in a couple of months? You're doing good for a couple of months and you're still living in a frequency of shame? Well, that frequency of shame lowers your vibration and you're gonna keep up. Appreciate you, Mexican Martinez. Anything you want to say to the people?
Just keep it up. Yeah, I listen to Zherka where he says, I'm at church. I listen.
Sorry about that, bro. We are crunched for time. Okay, let's try Reptile. Hit it. This guy's got good content on Twitter. Energy, energy. Bring some energy, guys. Come on. Who the fuck?
Zherka, how you doing, brother? Mate,
Bro, is that an Australian accent?
greetings from down under, mate. You got lots of fans down under, bloody oath, mate.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi. Mate, I just wanted to say too, mate, you're an original. You present so much information, and I really do like you, mate. I've got two questions for you. They're linked, and I don't mean to be offensive when I ask you this too, mate.
Oh, not the gender stuff. You can't ask that.
Now, we already know about that one, gorgeous. Mate, first of all, I just wanted to say this. We know the vaccine now, man. It's a bio weapon. It's killed millions of people. It's actually killing millions of children right now. I know you're a spiritual man, and I just wanted to ask you, because in my mind, it was the major test of our time about who was going to take it and who wasn't. How can you justify, bro? You took the vaccine, and this links into Trump. How can you promote a dude who was instrumental in bringing out warp speed and a dude who still says that he's the father of the vaccine, Zherka? I'm trying to understand, brother.
All right. Let me hear the alternative option before I start.
The alternative option is that you don't do it, mate, that no matter what, you
No.
be with God.
What's the alternative option? What do we
There's
vote for Trump?
there's
For
no
Biden?
options. You know this, bro. Voting is an absolute lie, mate. All the presidents are related to each other. It's the illusion of democracy, mate. We're controlled by forces. We're controlled by spiritual forces. They've got this game locked up, mate. The same people are in control. There's no
Right.
There's no voting. It's a fraud. We shouldn't participate in the fraud by participating in it. We're
All right.
actually participating in Satan's game. We should expose that it's a lie and that there's no point in it.
All right. So do you think if you expose all this stuff that everyone in America is just gonna stop participating?
It doesn't matter, but Zherka, go look at his background, mate, with Cohn and stuff like that. Trump's a fraud himself, mate. He's an absolute fraud.
I understand the critiques, but I really don't get this strategy of everyone just tap out. We give up. I don't really get that.
It's not tapping out. It's like that you're participating in the show, in the lie, mate. You know, people are talking about politics. We're going round and round in circles, and nothing's going to ever change if we do
Yeah,
that.
You're making the argument that you cannot participate. You're forced to, even if you're offline. If you're not a public figure, you're forced to. Like, you could just be at work and say a slur, and you're forced to get fired by the system. This pretending like you can check out of the system, that the conspiracy you guys talk about, no one's ever done it. No one's ever actually checked out of this. You were forced to play this game.
You know, I understand that too, mate. And maybe it's the lesser of two evils. I do understand that. It's just hurtful to see so many good, patriotic, awesome Americans and other people who have bought into this lie that somebody's going to come and change the world. You know that, Zherka. We fight not against flesh and blood, my brother. It's a spiritual war here. And I really do like you, mate. I think you do so much stuff. You're an original. How you go about things, mate. People can be critical of you, but you're a very, very different person. And I can feel your spirit, mate. But why'd you get bro? Tell me. Because let me tell you, mate, you've got protein in your testicles now, believe it or not. Riddled.
Listen, bro, the vaccine thing it's a lie, bro. I'm not vaccinated. You can see in my eyes I'm not vaccinated. I look healthy, don't I?
I can see in your eyes, mate. When you got those coke eyes and they're rolling around in your head, you are vaccinated. Don't bullshit me.
Listen, no, vaccine's horrible and stuff, but if you're Zherka and you know that you're not going to be living a long time from other stuff you've done, it's really not if you're Zherka, it's really not the worst thing in the world, right? I've done way worse
Lots
stuff.
of people, you're going to live till you're 80, 90 years old. You're an absolute specimen, mate. I didn't want to bring it up, but I'm just trying to get some sort of an answer, mate. Did you do it to come into the States? Why'd you do it, bro?
Yeah, it was the only way I could get in the States and pop off, like, or else I'd have to wait 4 years, and I'm like, nah, I got to be famous this year, bro. Like, guys, at the end of the day, I got to get my message out, even if it kills me. What would kill me worse is if I waited 4 years, never made it, and then I die as a no name. But if I die today, I die as a dude who turned thousands of people, thousands of the youth into Christians, and I get to walk up to God and say, I did that. I'm exonerated of all my past sins. Let's go. You
Mate,
understand?
I'm hearing that, man. And let me tell you what you did last year, man. No one's really ever done that before. You came out of nowhere and almost pretty much went to the top. You blitzed it last year, brother. I am proud of you. Keep
And I
up the
did it
good
with
work.
slurs. I'm the first one to do it with slurs, right?
How the did you get away with all of that, man?
I was
Seriously.
praying every night. I wanted those slurs in my content. I was praying every night. But I'll say this, man. You know, I listen, I know most Christians don't even read the Bible, they just say it, but there's so much power in accepting Christ as your Lord and Savior if you're listening to this, guys. And a lot of you guys that don't want to do it publicly or around your family, bro, do it alone and see the kind of you get this new state of energy. It's crazy, man. I can't explain it. Like, think of Zherka, the most disagreeable person on earth. I'll bow to no one, and I bowed to Christ. Bro, it was like, this is not my nature. My nature is to rebel against everything. If I'm telling you it works, everyone listening, bro, Reptile, tell them, bro, they got to accept Christ today.
We do, mate. We absolutely do. This is a spiritual war. And I believe, that the spirit can overcome anything, including whatever they put in our bodies, what they spray in the sky, make us feed. If you've got faith, Zherka, we can accomplish anything. And you're doing it, mate. So I'm going to drop down, man. All the best. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do in the future. But what you did last year, man, you came out of nowhere and you did it in a totally unorthodox way. You woke up so many damn people. And I think God works through people that we don't expect. And I can feel the spirit in you, mate. All the best for the future, and I'll catch you later.
Appreciate that so much, man. Yeah. And for any haters listening, when you feel that energy, it's like, I can feel the spirit in you, guys. It does diminish. Like, no one wants to talk about this, but that the spirit of God that dwells within, it does diminish. This is why humans struggle with faith. So you might see some months great, some months bad. The point is, I keep going back. I keep going back to the cross. So a lot of you guys were like, oh, I've been a Christian, but I'm fucking up now and I don't really feel it as much. Yeah, it comes and goes. It comes. I talk about it like it's a Super Saiyan transformation, but it's more like Kaioken, bro. It burns out and you got to find it again. Some people, like I'd say Ben Carson is a really strong Christian. This guy kept his aura his whole life, right? Very good karma, very pure. So yeah, if you guys ever wonder, like, oh, Zherka, I don't know, man. Sometimes I see you're glowing. Sometimes I see it's kind of dark. Yeah, that's human. I'm human, bro. I am human, right? I'm not perfect. Just the closest thing. Let's go to Sean. Bring the energy. Bring the questions. Interesting questions only for the Zherka podcast pill. Yeah, you know the thing.
What's up?
And is that Australian?
I'm not Australian. Hey, that's an insult. They like lock people up for COVID.
All right, what's the big question everyone's listening?
What was that?
What's the question you have for the
Why
listeners?
were you at the Miami rally?
When was that?
Today. It was big. It was big event.
Oh, really? What Trump rally today?
Yeah, in Miami. I was
Oh,
surprised
fuck, I
Sneeko
feel
wasn't at it. Aiden
horrible, bro.
Ross was
I
at it.
did nothing. What the hell?
Yeah, Aiden Ross was at it. That you. It was some football player too. So
Yeah,
it was
but
big
Trump's not
Miami.
here.
In Miami, yeah.
Oh, he's here.
Yeah, he's here. Yep, right now.
Oh, damn. Is there another one, guys?
Next one's in PA. So, don't want to go there, right? But yeah, Dark MAGA is back. What do you think? I know you've talked about it before, but what do you think with all the Israeli influence? Do you think we're gonna cut it out with Trump, or what do you
Well, I
think?
mean, I saw Trump giving that interview in front of the two Israelis where it sounded like a job interview, really. And he's like, well, we just got to, they're losing support of the world. They just got to quickly finish everything in Gaza and stuff. And it really sounded like kind of like bloodthirsty talk. I didn't like it at all. But this is the part where I get really pessimistic, where I really think these figures like Nick and everyone who talks about the and all that, I really think we're gonna be like this for the next decade. Like I don't really see our side completely like landslide winning and Trump is queuing hard. I think it's gonna be, kind of like these black ops shadow groups like Nick and me and stuff like that. And we're gonna be kind of like the rebels against the empire for a while. Because I know a lot of people are like, damn, this is a little black pilling. Like the Israelis have that much power, and yeah, they do. They have much more than you think. Much more.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. A lot of his donors are huge donors now. They were small donors before. Now they're huge, massive donors that are really just
The
huge
scary part,
Zionists.
the scary thing is that the purest people on earth, when they get a contract for $10 million from one of these guys, even the purest people on earth will take that contract. So it doesn't seem like they'll lose power if they can just throw money at any problem, you know?
Yeah, I mean, listen, who's not going to take Peter Thiel's money? I think everyone is, whether you love him or hate him.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate. So, yep, we got to get it out. So, thank you for helping us in the fight for that. Zherka, you're a big member of the following against the Zionists.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you, Sean. Thank you for your vote of confidence. Next, we have Zherka Rage. This guy is very talented. Everyone should follow this guy. Okay.
Doing?
Hit me, bro. What's up?
What's up, yo? For people, what could you tell us like an introduction for like the
Yo,
about the
subtitles on this. Yo, speak English. I can't hear shit.
what would you say about the Canaanites, Ophanites, and the Gnostic tribes?
Yeah, I mean, they all kind of joined together, and now it seems like the Serpent Tribe, all of them became this mystery group. And a lot of people don't understand that their Judaism became Christianity because when their Messiah that was predicted in the Old Testament is nailed to a cross, and there's so many prophecies about him coming. When he came, all the rabbis, all the Jewish tribes converted to Christianity. So you got to ask yourself, who are who is this Jewish tribe of today, this mystery tribe? And you nailed it on the head, bro. These are the Canaanites mixed with the Phoenicians, mixed with, there's Chaldeans, there's all sorts of them mixed up there, but they are not who they say they are. And this is not a conspiracy. You can just do a little research and find out that this is a mystery group that runs the world. Some people like to say Satanists and stuff like that. They go by this, they go by the Jewish tribe now, but any real person would submit to Christ. I mean, they have a whole Old Testament about Christ.
Thank you, G. Christ is King for people. Well, where they can find you with Sneeko and Date IQ.
At thezerkaofficial.com, but I'll be at Sneeko's house in like an hour. Appreciate you, Zherka Rage, and I'm going to message you for some other stuff, but we're crunched for time, so hold on. Let's go to VS. We have Jacosta. What a interesting name. Like, you got dealt a bad name, bro.
Hey, Zherka.
Yeah.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Yes, welcome. You're on air. Go ahead.
I'm on air. I'm on air. It's funny. I think it's good that you're one of the first ones on social media to really push Christianity, because a lot of Christians, you see some of these guys on the streets doing some good work. You see them online, maybe even someone like Sam Shamoon. But I think you're the first one in like the young entertainment space to actually push Christianity. Do you agree with that? Is anyone that came actually before you that was
I
successful?
don't, for all of human history, I don't think anyone pushed rock star king Christianity like me. No.
How do you feel, Zerga? Do you believe that as Christians? Because I'm a Christian as well. Do you believe that we should debate? We should be debating.
Well, 100%. Because I mean, I think everyone, even me, got into it. Like when you see Nick
Yeah.
battling Destiny, there's this like spirit of energy you get where you want to get up and do shit after you hear someone who's like truly convicted, right? And what's crazy to me is that even the non-pure guys should debate. Like a lot of people are shy. They're like, "Well, I don't know, bro. My life's not that pure and stuff." And I'm like, "Bro, if you can convert one soul, you've done more than your whole career. You should
Right.
definitely debate."
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot because I'm in the Love Speech community. I started there, and there was a huge Muslim Christian war. I'm telling you, like it was always back and forth. It was myself and like other Christians. We were always fighting and always arguing. That's why I started up doing spaces so they can kind of like hash it out. But then I found out. I don't know what you think about this, Zerka. I was reading a little bit more and in Timothy, and listening to what the Apostle Paul was saying. And for some reason, it seems that the Apostle Paul was telling us that it's foolish to debate. Like, so do you think he meant like all debates, all debating in general, or just like debating foolish people? Because he tells
Uh,
us not to debate.
I, I'm not going to pretend I know, but what I think it is a lot of people, as they're debating, turn their religion becomes a debate lord, and
Yeah.
they don't really have an objective of converting people. It's more of just like dunking on the other guy, and it's about winning. It's kind of like these religious channels who just gain a bit of clout off it. You could see that kind of goes to their head real quick. It happens to me, happens to all of us, right? I think maybe that's what it is, but I get very worried about my followers interpreting the Bible by by absolutes. Like for example, turn the other cheek. Yeah, you wouldn't say that to a saint during the Crusades who's saying, the crusade. You know what I mean? Like, be
Yeah.
careful how you interpret it. That's why I like to go off of feeling. Like, if someone's speaking with conviction and everyone's getting inspired,
Yeah.
really, there's no debate there. The debate is good, it has a good net outcome, right? And I get
Right.
really worried about these Protestants teaching everyone, like, there's one Protestant who said, "You don't need to battle anything, Zerka. Right? You don't need to battle anything. This is God's master plan. Whatever happens, happens." And I'm like, okay, this kind of like debunks the whole free will thing. It's like, why do you think you're on Earth, right? And I really think I can't find a better reason than getting an email like, "Yo, you saved my life from depression. I was going to commit suicide, and then now I'm a Christian." I can't imagine. I don't think there's a paycheck that replaces that feeling. And I tried looking. I'm like, is there anything else I could do with my time? Really, nothing. And I know like not everyone's cut off for that stuff, but hey, if you convert one of your family members, I think that's end game. Like you're done. Your life is over after that. A lot of people think getting married is end game. Really, it's not. It's about spreading the faith, right? And that's scripture.
I agree 100%. And I'm not gonna take up too much of your time, but I just want to end off saying like, I actually agree with everything you just said. I would say that after doing like a little bit deeper research about defending ourselves, I think people think that being Christian means you have to be weak or cowardly. But the reason why you don't see Christians getting violent over like insults is because the turn the other cheek. When Jesus said to do that, he didn't mean be a coward. He means when it comes to like actual like religious persecution, then you don't like hurt people for religious persecution. So if we get insulted, we don't go and kill them or hurt them. When it comes to defending our family, yes, like God tells us that as a man we need to provide and protect for our family. So we're not cowards, but only when it comes to religious persecution is when we turn the other cheek. So I
Exactly.
just want to clear that up with them. But I appreciate you bringing me up, Zerka.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really talk about the neighbor, but I appreciate that so much. Nico,
All
go
right,
ahead.
man.
Hey, remember when you said that Twitter Spaces were trash because you can't see the faces and it's low energy?
Yeah, but Twitter's paying me a lot of money now, so we're cool.
If you want to stream in like 2 3 hours, I'm waking up. I'm still like, but I'm getting up.
Yeah, I feel like it's very late, but yeah, I'm down.
All right, yeah. God pill's overdue.
Yeah.
You're in Brickell?
Yeah, I'm with two right now, and they're just like doing my laundry.
Okay, so good. You have like another 2 hours. The laundry's done.
Well, I mean, I'm ready to go, bro. I think I'll do another hour podcast here. If you're, I feel like we should start earlier for everyone, man.
They're gonna be up regardless.
All right.
They're gonna be up. All right, finish your thing, man. I'll see you later.
Okay. Okay, Shepard. This kid has a metal leg. What's up, bro? Stay on topic, bro. My child, speak to me.
What's up, guys?
What's up? What's
Zherka,
up?
what's up, man? How you doing?
Just podcasting. What's your question? Hit us hard, man.
You know, I really didn't have a question. I wanted to talk about something that you were talking about earlier, about the AGI system, the super AI, the AI systems. I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah.
So right now, believe it or not, but ChatGPT updated its system to where it has a memory update. So whatever you type in, it updates the memory.
Uh-huh.
And believe it or not, ChatGPT is about to become a AGI system. And do you know what DARPA is? DARPA is?
Yes.
DARPA is always 25 years ahead of current technology. They
Mhm.
created the internet, they created the Wi-Fi, they created the tablets, they created the phone, they created Google, they created all that.
But I'm
25 years.
more I'm more worried about Nightbot, man.
Nightbot?
No, keep going. Keep going.
No, okay. Anyway, DARPA created all that. So they're always 25 years ahead of current technology. And believe it or not, the elites use this kind of technology too. But I believe that DARPA has a super AI system right now.
Did you have a metal leg?
Yes, I do.
What? How?
A dog. When I was born, I'm
What? What? You mean a shark, right?
what?
You mean a shark? There's no way a dog ripped your leg off.
It was when I was born. I'm adopted, so my Indian family didn't want me for some reason, so they threw me away. And the dog was hungry and came up and ate my leg. I was just a baby.
Oh, they threw you in the woods. These Indians?
No, it was from India,
Oh,
and they threw me in the trash heap.
oh wow! And so you're 1 years old, like wah wah.
Yes,
I thought that'd be traumatic. What the? How are you laughing?
because the way you say it, bro.
No, that's I always thought you were a troll until you sent me a picture of your metal leg. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, I sent you a picture, bro.
Now, what's worse, having a metal leg or being Indian?
Having a medal, like being Indian comes with perks.
Yeah, let's go, let's go. But yo, are you serious now? So, a new family adopted you, and you were beating out, and who saved you?
Police.
The police.
Yeah,
Whoa,
they rushed me to the hospital, and they patched me up.
damn! And now, how old are you?
I'm 18, actually,
Eight.
to turn 19.
And do people ask like, "Yo, your leg is metal, bro? What the?"
All the time. They believe believe it or not, when I fight, they always blame my leg, saying that I got extra power using my leg, bro.
Why are you? That's cheating, bro. What the? Okay. All right. What's your first question?
Okay, so I saw that you started a new podcast. It's funny, I started my own podcast too. So what are some tips and tricks that you have for your podcast?
Yeah, just say something controversial, pop off, and then say my bad, and then everyone follows you, and they go, "Oh, this is interesting," right? That's like on the first dating show. I just pulled a, but I wasn't in the room with anyone. I was in my room alone, and the girls all freaked out, and I'm like, "My bad," and then I got like 500,000 views overnight. So I think
I was
you,
afraid.
you should just go with your metal leg in Times Square, New York, and shout out the N word. See what happens on camera.
That would be hilarious, bro.
Yeah, you find
I was
yourself
afraid.
you find yourself in another dumpster.
There's a couple things I want to share with you. The first thing is YouTube tips. I don't know on YouTube, but when you upload shorts, there's a box where it says notify your subscribers and post it to them. When I unclick that, I get a lot of views. When I keep it clicked, I don't get any views.
Okay.
So I just wanted to share that with you.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay. All right. Thank you, Shepard.
Wait. I want to show you. I want to tell you something else.
Uh huh.
I'm building a social media app to compete against Twitter. Would you want to
Oh my.
use it?
Oh my god, bro! You don't even have $1 to your name. How are you going to compete with $1 zillion company like Twitter?
Marketing influencers.
Maybe we could get Sneeko on board. Okay, Shepard, thank you, but that sounds mentally ill. I think your metal leg has fucked up the circuits connected to your neural pathway. Next is Jason account. Hit me, Jason. Bring me energy. I don't care about the platform you're building, bro. Okay. Jason, come on, bro. Unmute your mic.
Yo, Zherka,
Hit me, bro. What's up?
what the I was raised Catholic. What are we going to do about the Vatican and reclaiming the Vatican?
I mean, really, it happens after social decay, civil unrest, right? So we got to wait for the end game of that. And then I think there will be reform, and I will be at the head of the St. Petersburg Vatican. Yeah. All right, guys.
Yo, Zherka, you and Shepard. The hell with you and Stiko. You and Shepard, the new fucking podcast.
Yeah. What up, Gary?
What's up, brother? How you feeling, man?
I feel like I'm going to start doing more Twitter spaces. This stuff's great.
Yeah, I mean, why not, man? Why not? I'll get my account back soon. We'll get some real numbers.
Hell yeah. And, bro, Gary, that was funny as you're like, ass 11. They
Hey,
are these 11s, bro. Why did I call
they can get emotional at times, man. They can get emotional at times.
Gary? You didn't notice that all that karmic debt that sketch guy just paid was on a double eight. The year is 8th, and it was July 8th.
Yeah.
You didn't post about that, bro. You didn't catch
I,
that.
I don't. What's the point of me posting on Twitter? My 200K followers are gone, so I'm like more quiet now.
But you
You
did
know,
notice at home. You did notice like double eight.
I notice everything, brother. Just so
All right.
I mean, when it comes down to it, man, this guy, Stretch or whatever the name is, shout out for Sneak and Myron for being one of the only two guys that called this out.
Okay. Guys, I put a bunch of people in here. Just unmute your mics and get a
Yo,
podcast energy,
what's up?
guys.
What's up, John?
Synchronize. Let's go.
Yo, Zerk, I got a quick question. Do you think Trump can still win the election even though it's his enemy year?
Yes.
Look, you can have big wins on your enemy year. What happens is a lot of that energy goes to destroying the rest of your life. Right?
Okay. And wait, one more question. Can you do my numerology reading? 2008, September 26th.
Yeah, you're gonna die this year.
You gotta be kind of funny.
All right, what day? Just give me the day you're born. Let's do that one.
26.
Okay, so you're up and down with your karma. Money and power is your interest, and you're probably very bad with women.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. There you go, bro. All right. Someone else.
Hey,
Let's go.
Zherka, before I forget, that poor Indian kid with the metal leg, business, but give him a free membership, no?
100%. Hey, Dead Hexer, someone clip me. Get Shepard in all the websites for free, everything for free, and roll him up. And send that clip to Dead Hexer, guys.
Zherka, tell me about these memberships you have, because I've heard a couple people from your Discord tell me about it before I got kicked out, by
What'd
the
you
way,
get kicked out for?
for talking
Bro, if you get kicked out of a Zherka server, you must be the Antichrist. Like, it's so hard.
I mean,
No, that's...
Zherka, they kicked me out for calling one a.
Really?
Yeah, bro, your own chat, bro. I thought that was funny because every time I go in there, it's do this or do that.
Gary, I'll just give you a bigger role so you can't be kicked.
Yo, John, how can I hear you talking about the anima, like this sort of compilation of experiences with women. Like, how can someone go about fixing their anima?
Well, no, you can't fix it. You can only fix your relationships with your mom, sister, and all the feminine energy in your life. Then it'll start to look more angelic and less beastly. It will stop whispering, "You're a loser, no girl wants you." You can only go by correcting your karma. That's the only thing you can do.
All right, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Zherka,
Okay.
how come you don't do any deep, insightful streams anymore?
I feel like that's what the God Pill podcast is, right?
He's
No,
making too much money now. You don't give a.
I mean, like, I
I know, but
kind of
isn't that
hate when
everything that you're against, though?
I kind of hate when influencers force the deep, insightful. Isn't it better when it just comes out naturally? You
Yeah,
know
but
what I
that's
mean?
what I'm saying. Those streams are the best. Those old ones where you're just by yourself,
Yo,
vibing.
Zherka, can you hear me?
Then I'm gonna do more of them, bro. As soon as I hear it from you, you inspire me. I go, damn, you're right. I've been slacking on the good. That is the butter of my content. You're right about that.
Yo, Zherka, you gonna be at the Sneeko boxing fight or
Yeah, I'm
no?
trying to make it to that. Yeah, yeah. What's your question, bro? Okay, we gotta kick some of these guys.
Zherka,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm fighting on Sneeko's boxing event.
Okay, bro. We don't care about your promos, guys. Come on.
No promo, bro. Can you support me for Sneeko's fight?
Yeah. What's your name?
Crisis King. I'm fighting AK.
Yeah.
You reacted to.
What's your name on this call?
My name is James Zherka.
James. Oh, you're fighting that guy. Oh yeah, Sneeko told me about you.
I love you. You saved my life, brother. You brought me to Christ. Your Crisis King message changed my life, my friend.
Well, God bless you and him up, right?
Let's go, Crisis King.
Let's go. Okay, let's get some.
Yo, Zherka, real
Yeah,
question.
quickly.
If this streaming shit didn't work out, would you still be a boxer today?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, a bouncer.
Working at the club. I don't have any other skills. Yeah, I think I'd still be there. Okay.
Hey Zerka.
Yeah. Who's talking? Zeke. Go ahead.
Yep. So there was a conspiracy about the Holy Roman Empire never fell. It just rose to like the Vatican. Do you think I know you said in one of your videos that the Jesuits are in the Vatican. Do you think they run the world?
Absolutely. Okay. Let's see who else. Donut. Go ahead.
Yo, come on! This dude's giving you an opportunity to make something and make a name for yourself. You guys are all quiet.
Yeah, we're gonna switch to numerology segment.
Yo, this is just
Wait,
a random account I have access to. It's not even my account. I just didn't want to dox myself because I have a lot of IRL people that follow me. But I just wanted to say I'm from Toronto and there's a
So you're
lot. I didn't get vaxxed, so you can say what you
okay.
want.
Okay. I'll give you that.
I talked to you in 2022, Gary. Like you're a real one.
You
You
remember what year you talked to me? Whoa,
Yeah,
bro.
I went on a space when I was being kicked out of uni for being vaxxed, and you said some shit, but respects to you. But all I got to say to Zerka is there's a huge group of people, including a bunch of my friends from Toronto specifically. That's just what I know of. And you have flat pilled a lot of people, and a lot of people would never reach out to you. A lot of people just aren't on Twitter or anything. But I know so many people from YouTube specifically in your old streams that either just found the firmament or found Christ through the firmament, and like the amount of people you flat pilled, and then that just made them question different aspects of reality. But a lot of those people that I know turned to Christ eventually, some sooner than others. But I just wanted to say I really appreciate you for that. And yeah, you've saved a lot of people and brought a lot of people to Christ in Canada. And a lot of these people that are like you would consider Chads or whatever, like have their together. They're not online. Like the people that you hear online that like praise you or whatever, like some of them are your fans or whatever, but just know you have so many people in Canada that support you, and you've changed so many people in Canada's lives through Christ and through showing them the truth of the firmament. And you'll never hear from those people because I know you through YouTube, and they're not terminally online. But I just know, like I know a lot of those people. Some people from my high school, me personally. You helped me find Christ, so I just wanted to say salute to you, and that's a reality that you're not aware of, and you'll never hear of these people, but you've caused a lot of change, and I really hope you turn to Christ and get away from all of these in LA and start focusing on the God pill and focusing with Sneeko and getting your shit together. And I know you can do it. Have a good one, bro.
Appreciate that so much, Donut.
Yeah, I have to double down on that, bro. Like Zerka, you're one of the few influencers I see who has like a very positive message, especially like I feel like you're the only guy who talks about Christ in the way that you do. So like that's a major W, and it's just spreading such a positive message to people, really, really improving the minds of the youth. So major W.
Appreciate that so much, man.
Yeah, the last thing I have
Yeah.
to say is the biggest truth you can talk about, because like obviously Christ is important and everything, but the biggest truth you can talk about is the firmament, and I know you know that.
I
And
love it. I love it, dude, because it really feels like I'm the last person on earth going at that, because that's no one want to die on that hill. No one wants to die on
no,
the yeah.
yeah, and you hear Sneeko and it's like, oh, that's like the one thing where I can't tell girls or I can't tell people, and it's like it really is the biggest thing. I mean, Warner von Braun's tombstone, right? Like Psalms 19:1. It is the
Yeah.
handiwork of God. I mean, how can you even be Christian with a geocentric or heliocentric, sorry, point of view? Like it doesn't
No,
make
no,
sense. So it's just like
dude,
everything clicked after the firmament, and I know you know it's the biggest truth, but again, it's like
Donut, Donut, I'm telling you, I don't even know how a person can be Christian without adopting our point of view. I don't even get how, like, if it wasn't for that kind of research I did on that firmament topic, the book just seems hard to absorb. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I can think of 15 Bible verses that refer to the earth as a geocentric plane, but
But
yeah, I just want,
Donut, you got to also know that, like,
it's
it
funny that
does
you call me
scare
donut.
away. It does scare a lot of people who are on the fence to converting. That stuff really scares them. That's why I toned down on it.
No, I understand completely why you barely even touch it anymore, but
Which
I
Donut,
just
I gotta say, most humans on Earth are because it's a little too obvious. EricDubay.com, go check it out, guys.
people who actually know that, yeah, bro, there's so much information about people in Andrew and Tristan's circle, like basically confirming that they're geocentrists and all this stuff. And we all know this, but yeah, I think you should focus on that a bit more. And I know it's hard, but I mean, when you're 80, when you're 70, whenever you die, like I know it is the biggest truth, and I know it's probably the most important truth that has formulated your life. I mean, like
Yeah, but
you,
it's also the only topic that's more nuked than this topic is the flat Earth stuff.
I know I'm just being annoying, but yeah, I mean, literally the only thing I wanted to get to is, bro, there are so many people in Canada specifically, just because I know that for a fact, that you've changed their lives and you'll never hear of them. They're like, I mean, this one guy I know who was like 3 years older than me in high school, his name's Keegan, and he's just a random guy that found out all this stuff through old VODs of you through YouTube that have like 300 views. So, and he'll never interact with you. You'll never even know that he exists. And the people that you interact with, like, I don't watch your streams or anything, like I'm not gonna lie, but I like bought the God Pill or whatever because that's actually some good shit. But I just wanted to say, like, there's so many people that you've changed, and most of the people that you hear of, and you're like, oh, have a degenerate fan base or whatever, like you just won't hear about those real fans, and we're rooting for you in the back, and we know you can change your life around
Yo,
from these
Zherka, give this
streams.
guy
Zerka,
your
That's
I
autograph
awesome.
or
No,
something.
fuck off, Gary. Gary, you don't get love like this. This
Are
guy's
you
a
kidding
real
me?
Christian.
Yo,
That's a real
Zherka,
Christian.
Zherka. Anytime you want to go in the streets and put money who gets more recognized, we can do that.
Listen,
Gary,
bro,
no one
Gary,
knows you,
you
bro.
could tell this guy, he has the Holy Spirit within him. And Gary,
Man, he got something in him for sure.
that you sound like Chancellor Palpatine when you laugh. Gary, you sound evil.
No, bro, shut up. These WikiLeaks emails, right? Nothing matters, bro. But in these WikiLeaks emails, the most important thing out of all these WikiLeaks emails, the one that's barely talked about, is the one where Hillary talks about a chicken and Moloch. And the most important thing there is why are the people running your reality talking about a biblical child sacrifice deity 2000 plus years later? Like, just think about it. Think about what's going on. All the people
Base.
that print your money, that control social media. I mean, even people like Elon Musk or whatever, like wolves in sheep's clothing, like all these people worship God, and yeah, it's just like it's so obvious. Like even history, every single civilization has always sacrificed something
Donut, you're
for the
missing something
spiritual,
bigger.
and Christ is king. That's like the only thing that matters.
Amen.
There is.
Yeah.
Bro.
Hey,
It's
Zerka, Zerka.
2000. It's
Oh my
2024, and
God.
people are grifting that religion hard. It comes to an end in 2025.
Yeah, Zerka. I'm gonna
Yo,
say
Christ will
something.
never
Zerka.
know.
Amen,
Yo,
Gary.
Zerka. Yo,
Amen.
Zerka.
I agree with Gary. Gary, why is that? Why is everybody jumping on the Jesus train. What's going on, Gary?
It's an 8 universal year, and people who are 8s love to grift religion. And I mean, there's a lot of 8s grifting that this year, man.
Gary, when has there been a time where the world governments and world powers are so centralized to the degree that they are now? I mean, look up in the sky.
There hasn't
spraying
been a time, and guess what? It's going to
exactly.
be more like that next year, and more like that the year after that, and more and more and more. That's how it's going. We're gonna America is ceasing to become a superpower, and the new world order is taking over.
And Gary, you realize astrology only makes sense from a geocentric plane. I mean, if you think
I
astrology
mean, you can say
makes
that.
you think astrology makes sense with a heliocentric model, it doesn't even I mean, dude, research like the star alignments. I mean, if you research anything of ancient and Greek.
I've been researching this stuff since probably before you were born, kid.
No, you have, and I respect you, but I'm just saying, come on, bro. Like, you should even talk about the firmament more, and I know you do the same with your.
What am I going to talk about religion for, man? Zherka's got the Christianity covered. Sneako's got the Muslims covered. What do I need to talk about this for?
Well, yeah, I don't think Sneako's going to last with the Muslim religion for.
You'll be surprised.